The cost of living crisis in America. What if I told you making good money in America still isn't enough to survive? Not struggle, not get ahead, just survive. Right now, the cost of living is exploding: gas, groceries, rent, healthcare, everything. And it's not just expensive, it's becoming unrecognizable. You walk into a store for a few basic items, snacks, toothpaste, medicine, and somehow walk out $80 poorer. For what? A couple bags? And here's the part that should worry everyone. It's not just low-income families feeling this. People making $5,000, $7,000, and even $14,000 a month are saying the same thing: I feel broke. Money comes in and disappears instantly. Bills, rent, insurance, food, gas, gone. Let's break it down. The estimated cost to just survive in America, around $4,600 a month. That means you need about $60,000 to $70,000 a year just to stay afloat. But the median income, closer to $53,000. So the average person literally cannot afford basic life. And one of the biggest drivers, gas prices. When fuel goes up, everything goes up. Food costs more to transport, products cost more to ship, even services become more expensive. It's a domino effect, and you're paying for every piece of it. And it's not just local. Global conflicts, oil supply disruptions, key trade routes under pressure. That instability, it shows up in your bank account. Families are spending hundreds every week on groceries. Some are skipping meals, skipping prescriptions, choosing between food and healthcare. Let that sink in. And if you're single, it's even worse. You pay more, get fewer benefits, and carry every cost alone. No backup, no split bills, just pressure. Young adults are doing everything right. Working long hours, multiple jobs, degrees, and still asking, what am I doing wrong? Because somehow, waitressing can pay more than a college career. Rent for a one-bedroom, $1,500 or way more. Living alone, for many, it's impossible. Paycheck hits, bills hit, money's gone. Groceries, $80 for almost nothing. Doctor visit, expensive. Medication, even worse. And wages, they're not keeping up. $20 an hour used to mean something. Now it barely covers the basics. Even $100,000 salaries in some places feel tight. And on top of all that, layoffs, job uncertainty. Hundreds of applications, no responses. People aren't just struggling, they're scared. This isn't just financial, it's mental. Stress, anxiety, burnout, a constant feeling of being stuck, working just to stay in place. And here's the truth people are starting to realize. This isn't just about budgeting. This isn't about skipping coffee. The system itself feels broken. Now, people are talking about growing their own food, living minimally, disconnecting from the system entirely. That's not a trend, that's a warning sign. Because the reality is this: the cost of living is rising faster than income. And it's squeezing average Americans, not just the poor, the middle class and upper middle class as well. And the question is, how long can this keep going? Politicians promised that our deficit would be lowered. The national debt has been climbing faster and faster over the last year. Hundreds of billions of dollars have been added in a single year with no clear end in sight. These same politicians promised lower inflation. Instead, everyday costs are squeezing families from every direction. Housing and rent still climbing out of reach for too many Americans. Healthcare, premiums and bills keep rising while coverage feels more uncertain than ever. At home, gas, groceries, utilities, insurance, car payments, everything is getting more and more expensive. Meanwhile, Americans are asking a simple question. Why does it feel like ordinary people keep paying more and getting less, and while at the same time, accountability in Washington never changes? We were promised to drain the swamp, but trust in institutions is at an all-time low. Trust in politicians is lower than ever, and concerns about influence, lobbying, and personal enrichment continue to follow the political class. Other governments are even giving our politicians gifts. Some politicians and their families have increased their wealth and net worth by millions of dollars or more. Other governments seem to have more influence over our government than the American people do. Why are American taxpayers being asked to fund conflicts driven by the interests of other governments? We were promised no more wars. The war with Iran is costing American taxpayers over $1 billion per day. Let me repeat that one more time. This war is costing the American people more than $1 billion per day. While at the same time, these politicians are cutting Social Security and Medicare programs that working Americans have been paying into. These are programs that working families depend on. So the question is, who is actually being served by the system as it stands today? If you felt the impact of this, you're not alone. Please leave a comment and let us know your thoughts.